Welcome, Manchester. Welcome home to everyone tuning in live on Radio Africana across the globe or on my social media on TikTok. And welcome to the very first episode of the FeyiKemi Show on Radio Africana. And if you just woke up today feeling like you're doing the job of three grown adults on 2 hours of sleep, like me, congratulations, you are in the right place. I'm actually in the right place, and I want to say happy new month to everyone joining me live on TikTok. Yes, like I said last week, that we're expanding the scope of the show, and it is the FeyiKemi Show, and I'm still your host, FeyiKemi, and I have someone with me today who is extra special. I'm not going to be doing the journey alone in the studio with me. The person is actually an absolute powerhouse, the queen of the mic, event host, and one of the funniest women in the game, the legendary Lady Light. Welcome to season 1 of and episode 1 of the FeyiKemi Show. Lady Light, welcome.
Nigeria Limited.
Yeah.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Good evening.
FeyiKemi season 1. Episode 1. FK, look at us. Wow. Thank you for having me. My sister, listen, FK. When you asked me to come on the show, I was like, whoa, I'm abandoning everything. I must be here. I must wear my Christmas clothes, so I'm here. We're pushing it.
Yes, we're pushing it. Thank you so much, Lady Light. It's nice to have you on the show today. Thanks to everyone that is listening on Radio Africana. The show is the FeyiKemi Show, and Lady Light is our guest. So everyone, today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. It's real conversation, it's lifestyle, and of course parenting. Now we're going to start off because of our time, because we started late today. I do apologize once more to everybody that I've been waiting, but right now we're going to start the show today, and we're going to go straight into the parent trap. So that's the first segment. Lady Light, let's talk about parenting. Today is a big question, gentle parenting. Everywhere on social media, people are talking about validating children's emotion. You have to validate their emotions, Lady Light. You have to pamper them. You have to ask how they are doing. You have to be careful about their feelings, But Lady Light, you host events, you see families, you mingle with families, you've got families living around you. How do you feel about this modern gentle parenting movement?
Okay, just listen to me. This gentle parenting thing, well, it's beautiful until your 4-year-old tells you, no, mommy, I'm asking for space. I'm actually talking about space right now. Excuse me. Taking space in my house that I pay the rent for. Do you understand? So, I don't know if I support that. Really, that's the truth. I don't know if I support it.
So will you agree that people should listen to their kids? But back in the day, if my mom gave me the eye across the room, I knew my future is hanging on the balance. So, no words needed. Like when I was walking into the studio this evening, I told my daughter that I said something, and then I gave her my eye and she was not looking. She said, but you should have told me that thing before. But I remember back in the days when the parent give eye like this, you already know that you are in for trouble. You better keep quiet and not do anything. So what do you think, about this balancing? No words needed. Do we need to keep talking to the children? What do you think about that?
Okay, that eye. You see that eye? That eye just resets your brain. Like that African mother's look. That when they look at you that first time, you don't need any other thing. You don't need them to say any other thing. That eye could actually freeze the traffic in Manchester. As in, you get it. I don't know, modern kids, they are not Well, I think parents are more relaxed these days, and very understanding. Honestly, because this time around, those people they don't understand. They don't understand what that eye means. In fact, if you tell them, if you try to use the eye on them, right, you end up being embarrassed because the next thing that you hear is, "Mommy, why are you winking at me?" So you just embarrass yourself. So, there's no need. There's no need using it with them. I don't know.
I remember while we are growing up. It is you know, sometimes they will say, "Do you want rice or you want to be beaten?" Should parents these days give children option to punishment, or you give them gifts?
Yes, I feel like there are some kids that gentle parenting works, but there are some others. FK is nothing. There's nothing. Forget about gentle parenting when you have to do with those kids, and the one that you want to give them, what's it called? What's that thing again? Gift that you want to give them? No, please. And I think we got this from now, you people. So I don't know, but for me, I don't think that gentle parenting thing. Maybe you should just study your kid and know which works better with them. So, yeah.
I feel communication is actually very key. In as much as we are gentle with our children, we should be able to communicate with them, when they do right, and when they do right, appreciate them, and when they do wrong, communicate with them. In terms of being gentle parenting is good, but like you just said now, that if you need to know your child, so you need to know your child, so you will know if it is gentle parenting at a point, or if you have to go the other way. The other way does not mean you abuse your children, because some parent, tends towards abusing their children, so that doesn't mean you should abuse your children. You should not. So, but you will know whichever one works for you and your child. So we're going to go on a quick break right now, and when we come back, it's going to be the Laughter Lounge.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more music and real talk. This is the FeyiKemi Show. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more music and real talk. This is the FeyiKemi Show. Think you know what parenting show sounds like? Think again, because life doesn't stop just because you have a family. Welcome to the FeyiKemi Show, where we break out of the box. This is your weekly destination for parenting, lifestyle, and real conversations, from the chaos of raising kids to the pursuit of wellness, style, and personal growth. Nothing is off limits. Real people, raw topics, practical life hacks. Whether you are tackling modern relationships, trending aesthetics, or mental well-being, if it shapes your world, we are talking about it. The FeyiKemi Show, powered by FeyiKemi Talks, where parenting meets purpose, lifestyle inspires growth, and every conversation matters. Tune in every Saturday at 6 p.m. on Radio Africana, Manchester, and subscribe on YouTube at FeyiKemi Talks. Let's get real. FeyiKemi Show.
Welcome back. It's still the FeyiKemi Show, and we've done Parent Trap, and now we are doing the Laughter Lounge. And of course, we are still here with Lady Light. Thanks to everyone. It's the Laughter Lounge segment, and I've got Lady Light. Now, Lady Light, you host huge events, and of course you perform, comedy. So what I would like to ask is, what is the wildest thing that's ever happened to you while hosting a live event? So to everyone watching on TikTok or listening on Radio Africana, Lady Light is an event host, and also she's a comedian. You can follow Lady Light on TikTok as Lady Light Comedian. I know there's a way she pronounced it. Lady Light, are you there?
I'm here, Lady Light 22.5 FM comedy.
Yes, you heard that. So now, Lady Light, like I asked, so what is the wildest things that's ever happened to you while hosting a live event?
Oh, FK, are you sure you want to know? I was hosting a wedding last year. The guy told me, Lady Light, make sure nobody steals the spotlight. FK, guess what? During the first dance, the groom's ex-girlfriend showed up in a white wedding dress.
Wow.
White wedding
No
dress.
way.
I'm
No
telling you.
way. No way. No way. So what did you do? What did
Okay.
you do?
I grabbed the microphone, stopped her by stepping in front of her, do you understand?
Wow.
And said, wow, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our surprise background dancer. Sister, please, take your choreography. Back now. The DJ cut the music. Security escorted her out. And that's how I saved the marriage before I even started. My sister, that was how I saved it.
Wow, that is good that you were so quick on your feet. Oh, so anyway, I have a game also for you today, and that is Crack Me Up and Fix My Life. So I'm going to read real ridiculous scenarios sent in by some listeners before, and you have to give them your hilarious advice. But before that, we have a message by Godly Youth Ministry. So if you live in Greater Manchester and you've got children, there's actually a conference coming up that is the Kingdom Minded Parenting Conference, and that is presented by the Godly Youth Ministry. You can find Godly Youth Ministry on Instagram and on Facebook as Godly Youth, godlyyouth.uk, godlyyouth.uk on IG and on Facebook. So there's this Kingdom Minded Parenting Conference which will be coming up on the 8th of August this year. That is next Saturday at 11 a.m. So it's going to be a physical one. So wherever you are in Greater Manchester, it's a very good one. And the event is taking place at Faith Life Center, number 5 Mary Street, M3, then 1NH. That's the postcode, M3 1NH, and it's Faith Life Center. And the conference will be hosting Pastor Lukundu Fagade and Pastor Joshua Komolafe and my very own Pastor Elizabeth Ologmori. There is going to be a powerful one. I know Godly Youth Ministry, when they do a lot of events for children, it's always a very good one, and children always have a lot of take home, from those events. So please, what scenario says, Lady Light, my mother-in-law moves into my house next week for 2 months. But she brought 5 suitcases. What do I do? Your mother-in-law just come into your house with 5 suitcases and says, I'm just going to spend 2 weeks. 5 suitcases, not 1, not 2. So Lady Light, what would you do if you are the one?
Sweetie, 5 suitcases is not a visit. It's not a visit. That's change of address. Okay. This is
Change
what
your
you should do.
postcode.
I know, yes. This is what you should do. Hand her a mop on day 1. Tell her, mommy, since you are staying here forever, your shift starts now, 8 a.m. See, sweetheart, she will pack those 5 suitcases by herself on Tuesday and leave your house. Try it and get back to you.
Wow. But that's a terrible one. It's your mother-in-law. She's your mother-in-law. You hand over the mop, everybody in the village will hear.
Since she has moved in with me, what do you want me to say? Let her start.
All right, scenario 2. This one says, my husband forgets where he puts his key every single morning. Why does the man not have a particular place, and we are late every day? So what would you do as a woman?
Okay, that's easy. All these things, you people should be coming for me for advice like this. So It's easy. Just tie the keys to his phone. If he loses his phone, tie it to his dinner plate. If he loses the dinner plate, well, just change husband because he plays your husband.
Because of the keys. Lady Lights, you are unmatched, you know. So tell people where they can find you on your social media handle again.
All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Lady Light, Lady of the Light, as FK calls me. I bring joy, laughter, and I keep the exes away from your wedding day. Yes, that's what I do. So follow me on TikTok at Lady Light 22.5 FM Comedy. Then Instagram is at Lady Light Comedian. At Lady Light Comedian, one word on Instagram. Thank you so much. I look forward to having you. Follow me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lady Light. Thank you so much, Lady Light, and thank you to everyone. So now we're going to be talking about lifestyle and real conversations, you know, finding our purpose amidst the busyness, you know. So I want you to tell us, you know, you and I are both busy women. We juggle careers, we juggle passion, we juggle projects and life. So how do people, or how should people protect their peace? How should people, it's not just women, men, women, everyone, how can people protect their peace when life gets overwhelming? Like when you look at, you know, wherever people are in the continent, everything seems to be so overwhelming. No matter where you are at this point, you know, it's either one thing or the other. So how can people juggle their career path, their passions, their project, and their life without getting overwhelmed? How do you do it, Lady Light? How do you do it? And what's your advice to people?
Honestly, FK, I don't have to learn the power of that word. You know that word, no. That word, I have to learn it. For a long time, as women, we think saying yes to everyone is being supportive. To me, it's not. Anyway, like, yes, you want to support, but there are times when you put yourself first. Do you get it? So, but for every time when you say yes to someone else, yes, first, sometimes you have to put yourself first. So, because for every time you say yes to someone else, you're saying no to yourself when you are exhausted. Do you understand? And that means you're saying no to yourself. So when you're exhausted, you can just say no politely. It doesn't, well, I don't know if there's a polite way of saying no, though, but just say no. Do you get it? Because at that point you're exhausted and you need to say no. And saying no to the person means saying yes to yourself, which you need every now and again. Yeah, so that's what I want.
Yes, drop that mic. That is so powerful. Saying no to yourself. To everyone listening on, thank you, Esther, for joining. Mailud Debakli, thank you for joining. This is still the FeyiKemi Show. Thanks to everyone that have joined in today. Thank you. So, you know, saying no to ourselves is very important. Whether you're saying no to yourself, you know, this is the age of social media. If you know you need to go to bed, you need to sleep in time, you need to say no to your body. You need to say no to that thing that want you to stay glued to your phone or stay glued to your TV and say no, I need to go to bed. We need to say no to ourselves, you know, whenever we want to do something and we feel overwhelmed. If we need to take a rest, like me, I just said no, I need to take a rest. And something came up recently, I said I won't take that rest again. But I looked at myself, I said, I just need to take that rest now. I just need to take that break. I wanted to call off my break from work. I asked a break and it was approved last week. And I wanted to, I was looking at myself that, do I need to go on this break? Do I need to go on this break or just sit down at home or work again? But I had to look at myself. I said no. I had to say no to that thing that does not want me to take time off work. So, but Lady Light and everyone watching globally right now, maybe you feel pulled in a million directions. Today is the first day of the month. July has not been good with you, but remember that you need to take care of yourself, and taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. You can't pour pour from an empty cup. Definitely, you can't pour from an empty cup. You just have to take it one step at a time. One step at a time. And like Lady Light said, just say no to yourself. Say no to that thing. Say no to that work. Say no to that entertainment that is taking your time not to sleep, not to rest. Say no to anybody that keeps knocking on your door. Lady Light, has it happened to you before? People don't tell you they are coming to your house and they just barge in. Do you even like that? And then you have to start cooking and you have to start cooking and all that and all that. Does it happen to you?
I don't, you not see me. I'm not at home. I'm not at home.
And I know your kind of house that they will have to pass through the first gate, the second gate before they get to you. And the fence is so high, we can't even see you inside. So, but is it really nice for people to just come into your space without prior notification?
No, of course not. It's not. At least not now that you have a way of calling, reaching out to say, oh, what's up? Are you at home? I'm on my way to yours. Do you understand? I don't think that it tells well of you. I don't think. Just for say or send a message, do something, but you can't just
do you know that even it's also upsetting if the person is saying, are you at home? Because that time that you're asking, am I at home, it might be a time that I want to use to sleep and not really talk to people. I believe that are you at home is it's still not the right way. It is always good to pre-book, to tell people. No, you can say that. You can message if you really have to go and ask, are you at home? So if you're listening to us on radio or you are watching on live on TikTok, what is your own take? You can leave a comment on TikTok. What is your own take? Will you like people to just come into your space, just knock on your door, tap 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 tap, and the next thing, I'm hungry and this and that? For instance, I'm going to go somewhere next week. I've told the people that I'm going to visit. The first and the second family, they already know I'm coming. They already know we are coming. Do you understand? So, you understand? So that is how it should be. Not that we should just go into people's privacy and all that. So we're going to go on another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to do some shout outs to people on live stream on TikTok, and of course people that are listening to us. Thank you. If you are tuning in on Radio Africana, please don't touch that dial. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this break.
You're still locked into the FeyiKemi Show, powered by FeyiKemi Talks.
Welcome to FeyiKemi Show.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more music and real talk. This is the FeyiKemi Show.
Well, welcome back. This is the FeyiKemi Show, where we talk about parenting, we talk about lifestyle, and of course real conversation. And during the Parent Trap, we've been able to talk about why gentle parenting is important and why gentle parenting might not be important for some children, but that does not mean we should abuse our children. And of course, my guest, Lady Light, also said gentle parenting is good, but then parents should also know they've got different children and the approach to every child also matters. And of course, we've done the crack me up and fix it. Lady Light I've read some scenarios, and Lady Light has been able to put some things, some perspectives into those scenarios. So Lady Light, what do you think everybody should, how do you plan your own, everybody will say happy new month, and of course it's January is gone and this is July, and this is August now. The year is far gone. Like someone told me recently that it's as if the year is running. How should people always plan their months? We know we've planned our year, what should people always look forward to every month? How should people plan their months?
I try to. Okay, for me, this is what I do. So as the week begins, I know what my itinerary is. I know how my my day goes. You know, now 6:30 in the morning, I'm live. From there, you get it. So for me, what I advise is set goals for the week, and then you get the first week, second week, third week, and like Saturdays, weekends, or Friday. For those who have 9 to 5, Friday before you go to bed, or at least, give yourself that grace. Do it on Saturday. What did I achieve this week? And then what did I not achieve this week? And then move it into the next week. But at least whatever goals you set for for the month, try to do, let's say 70, 75, 80%. And then if you're able to achieve 80%, now I'm just being modest. So someone is not scared that, you do too much. So yeah, I'd say 75, 80%, 85, 90. If you've done that much, if I'm being fair, you've tried. You've tried. But as much as possible, if they are not stuff that requires so much from you, there's no need procrastinating. Just try as much as possible to achieve everything. But if not, whatever you're not able to do, move it to the next month. Schedule, and whatever you're doing, right? Sleep, your nap, everything is very important. Look for ways to schedule those things and don't get distracted. Try to detach. That's what I'd advise, because there are times when you're meant to be asleep and then you want to do something else. When you see your sleep, once you don't prioritize your sleep, it will affect you somehow. So whatever you're planning, also plan to sleep well.
Yes.
That was what I have
Plan
to
to
say
sleep
about.
well. Thanks to everyone that have joined on TikTok. Plans to sleep well. Plan to sleep well. Plan yourself. Set goals. Set target for the week. Like Lady Light is saying, it's the first day of the month of August. What have you done in July? What were those things that you've carried over? Lady Light, I have actually carried over a lot of things that I wanted to do in July, and I still could not do it. I remember that there were two major things about my life that I wanted to do. One of it, I had to go back to the website of that particular training. I had to reschedule. And there's a training I wanted to do. So, but like you've said, rightly, we should just plan. We should set goals, set our targets, write it down. For me, when I write it down, sometimes life happens. I've done my 9 to 5, I finish, and then I have so many other things that are distracting me. And before you know it, I've forgotten about what I want to do, and or I'm too tired to do it. But like you've said, and like what I would do, and like everyone on TikTok, what are your goals for the month? It's the month of August. What were those things that you were meant to do in July? I know if you put it in your head, you will forget, you will not do it, or you will miss some certain things. Write it down in your diary. So like Lady Light said, tick it as you've done. If you don't miss anyone, like now Lady Light, honestly, maybe I have 5 hours of training this week now. I'll just make sure that I'll say this other training half an hour, the other training half an hour. So I know I have to do 1 hour today. So I'll put it, if I miss it, then I have to do 2 hours tomorrow. So I will make sure that I keep ticking. I keep ticking it every day. Tick it daily. Tick your goals daily. So that whichever one, if you are overwhelmed and you do not do a particular one, then you will then be able to do it some other time. So, but if you have it in your head, you will not remember, or you will just not bother to do some certain ones. You understand? Like Lady Light said, if you miss anyone by next week Saturday, put it back on your schedule for the second week in August. So plan your month. It's just the beginning of the month. Everyone on TikTok, plan your month. If you have to read a book, plan to know, the books are 10 chapters and I'm going to read 5 chapters this week. So it means that you need to look at the number of pages, and you need to now say, I'll read this number of pages this this particular week. Before we go to I'm FeyiKemi, and I'm the host of this show, the FeyiKemi Show. You can join me live every Saturday at this time, and of course we still have Lady Light. But before Lady Light, you give your final take of everything that we've talked about today. If you live in Greater Manchester and you're watching me live on TikTok, you're listening live on radio, and you have children, you have cousins, younger cousins, nieces and nephews, there's no other place to go to but the Kingdom Minded Parenting Conference. My children have attended this conference before. Just try as much as possible to take your children to this conference, and this conference is being powered by the Godly Youth Ministry. You can find Godly Youth Ministry on Instagram and also on Facebook. That is godlyyouth.uk. Watch all their videos. They do amazing things. If you're in Greater Manchester, by 11 a.m. next week, Saturday, 8th of August, just drop your keys there, and then you can come back. As long as you sign them in, then you can come back to sign them out later and take them. And that event will be taking place at the Faith Life Church, and the address is 5 Mary Street, and the postcode is, if you are in the UK, in Greater Manchester, the postcode is M31 1, I wanted to say November 1NH. Yes, because I'm used to using the phonetics. And the pastors that will be speaking is Pastor Lukondo Fagade, Pastor Joshua Komolafe, and Pastor Elizabeth Ologbon Ori. The time again is 11 a.m. right here in Manchester. And Godly Youth Ministry always have events. Lady Light is always good to, to keep helping our children to grow in the way of the Lord. They have events. They have events coming up in October. Again, every quarter they do events. So they have supporting your child's education success. That is coming up in October, on October 17 this year. And next year, January, they have the big conversation, God's designs for relationship. They're going to be talking about sexuality and all that, for the children. So if you want to be part of this, just go now to the Facebook and of course on Instagram and look for Godly Youth Ministry or godlyyouth.uk on Facebook and Instagram, and put on your notification buttons so that you can always see amazing things that they posted. They have lots of events coming up next year also in 2027. Lady Light, a lot of people worry. Sometimes some people says, you don't even worry at all. But I say, why should I worry? Why should I worry? Because sometimes everything just, feel like everything fails sometimes. So, but what is your takeaway? We want one piece of wisdom for people that are listening on radio or live on TikTok. What is your takeaway? We know a lot of things are happening in the world. Sometimes people are thinking of people like you that are in Nigeria. Sometimes you're thinking of electricity, especially if you are not on a particular band and you don't have electricity often. Some people have electricity, 247 in Nigeria. Some people don't have. Some people, it is the issue of fuel. They need diesel. Some people, even here in the UK, is the issue of they need food. A lot of people need a lot of things. Some people now are going to start thinking, I need to pay my children's school fees, I need to do this, I need to get school books, I need to get, you are saying, So a lot of things are going on, especially this month of August. It's just some mix into the resumption for new school calendar. And a lot of things. Some children are going to the university, some children are going to college, some children are going to primary school, some into high school. What is your take for everyone that feels overwhelmed now?
Okay, we were talking about goals, achieve milestone, vision. What? Laugh more, worry less. Laugh more, worry less.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I just thought to myself, I was just thinking to myself, I said, Lady, like you laugh every day. Like laugh every day. So it's almost like a goal. Now, it wasn't like really intentional, I want to just laugh. No. But I find reasons to laugh every day. Worry less. What do I mean by worry less? Detach from things. I detach from things. I think when you detach, it gives you the room to be able to come up with solutions as against letting things worry you. So that's what I mean by worry less. Detach from those things. Then when you are ready, you can just give yourself a break. When you are ready, then you can go back to those stuff and then address it, but worry less. Detach yourself. That's one of the things I would say. Then before else fails, just pretend you didn't hear them call your name. When you say you didn't hear them call your name, it's true. But you cannot come and kill yourself, I mean. So yeah, that's what I have to say. That's my takeaway.
Worry less, like Lady Light said. Worry less, detach yourself. Detach
Laugh
yourself, laugh more. Yes. Worry
Don't take
less.
yourself too seriously.
What did you say?
You see, there are times, don't take yourself too seriously. Like, there are times, just cut yourself some slack. You get it. Give yourself a break. Some people are too serious, too uptight. Oh, I cannot go for comedy show. They are not even funny. They are not, oh, come on. Just relax. I'm not your type. Let down your hair. Just relax and
Let down my hair. All right, so everyone, you've heard it. Relax yourself. Worry less, detach. Just detach from the stress, detach from it, laugh more. You know, it's not war, it's not battle. You don't need to squeeze your face. Like, you know, when you like this part of the Bible says there's a merry heart doeth good like medicine. When your heart is merry, and your heart can't be merry if you are worried. Your heart can't be merry if you are worried about something. You know, it is when you laugh more, you smile more, it goes down deep into your heart no matter what. It's like medicine. When you laugh more and you know, you will not worry less. You understand? So this month, prepare or be conscious of it, that no matter what is going to happen or what is happening around you, you are going to worry less, you are going to detach and not be overwhelmed, and of course you are going to laugh more. That is my take. I always laugh, I don't worry. So but I will take that one, laugh more, and that's what usually happens to me when people do things around me that annoys me. I just laugh more to myself so that I don't care. Like Lady Light said, let down your hair, go to that cinema and watch movies. Plan it as part of your goal this month. Don't keep the pounds, don't keep the dollars, don't keep the naira, don't keep the yen to just yourself and keep it in the bank. Treat yourself. If you need to go and do some self-care, do it. Thanks to everyone that have joined me on TikTok and also live on Radio Africana. Thank you so much, incredible Lady Lights, for joining me on this milestone first episode of the FeyiKemi Show, because we moved actually from the family room. So on FeyiKemi Show, we are still talking parenting. We are still talking. We have not moved away from parenting. We are talking parenting. We are talking real life conversation and of course lifestyle. Thank you so much, Lady Light, for joining us. You crushed it tonight, and we hope to have you again.
Thank you for having me, FK. You crushed it. I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you, Lady Light. Thank you. So join us, everyone, same time next week right here on Radio Africana and live across all social media platforms. Of course, we are just live on TikTok today. Follow the show on Instagram, on TikTok, and of course on my YouTube channel. That is FeyiKemi Talks, and of course my TikTok handle FeyiKemi Talks. Follow me also as well. And until next week, stay authentic and of course stay smiling, like Lady Light said, and live your best life. I am FeyiKemi and I'm signing off for now. Goodbye, Manchester. Goodbye, everyone across the globe. Bye.
FeyiKemi Show.